So I have just upgraded my PC and built a new rendering one, and so I finally decided to make a little video showing that off. I didn't really show the build itself because the build took forever, as you do when you're fiddling around with cables, but I showed the end results, the in-betweens and yada yada, and then me getting some lunch. So there we go, PC specs. Finally don't have to ask that question in the comments anymore, I can just link them this video. Little weird thing I want to do at the start is just shout out Centacom Bandura, because that's the place where I buy most of my computer parts, and though, like, I'm not getting paid or anything for this, but it's just I went in there when I was like, I need a fan for a CPU fan for the PC that we've got, because it had the old style of locking into the motherboard with a bloody these like, clips that push through. But they always shatter, and it's fucking horrifying to use them. So the moment you took one off, the clips break and you can't put it back on, and if you don't have a CPU fan, your CPU will catch on fire. So, yeah, he just walked out and gave it to me for free, and I was like, oh, shit, okay, because he apparently had a pile of them in the back. So there we go. Lovely lads. Go fucking, if you're in East Melbourne, good guys. And helpful, they've actually got parts, unlike the computer store near me. Anyway, let's get into this. So to show the computer before we do the upgrade, we've got a water cooling system here, a 970, an MSI motherboard, a Z970. We have 16 gigabytes of HyperX RAM, and I think that's 2700 DDR3. You're right over there. We have a 2 terabyte hard drive, a 3 terabyte hard drive in there, and then a 300 gigabyte SSD. Wireless connection. For all those times when I'm using wireless, which is never. And I think, oh yeah, and then bloody i7 4, oh was it 4, fuck, I've forgotten what he was now. It's on my phone, I'll tell you later. Point is, most of this crap, so the motherboard, the CPU, and the RAM will be going into this one, which will be my rendering PC, and I will be putting all the fancy shit in that pile of cables in. Don't worry, there is actually stuff underneath the cables that's important. Right. I'm gonna go for a drive real quick because I forgot thermal paste and also lunch. So back in a moment. Okay, we are midway through here. This is the body of the soon-to-be rendering PC. You can see the old motherboard inside of that. We pulled out also I wasn't even intending to have it a graphics card, but it's now got a, what is it, bloody GT 440. There we go, lovely. Tiny little shit thing. Regardless, we are tearing out, here we go, here's the new beautiful motherboard, just being installed now. Tearing out my water cooling to replace, to clean it and put it on the new one. We've got my terabyte hard drive here, my solid state there, and then, oh wait, sorry, is that my 2 terabyte? Yeah, it's a 2 terabyte. And then in there, somewhere at the very other end, like around here, no wait, hang on, where is it? No, it's here, sorry, here, right here, is my 3 terabyte hard drive. So, fun fact, I bought a terabyte hard drive, here we go, for the rendering PC. And then I found, inside of the rendering PC, which I thought had no hard drive, another terabyte hard drive, exactly like the one I bought, and also a solid state drive. So this rendering PC is going to be significantly better than I thought it would be, just because I got spare parts and shit. Okay, we are nearing finishing of construction, so let's run through all the parts now that they're in there. We've got my 2 terabyte SSD, 2 terabyte hard drive, my SSD, which is, I think, 300 gigabytes near on, 240 probably. We've got my 3 terabyte in there. Then we have wireless card, because that's lovely, and I'm in Australia, and sometimes, you know, sometimes you have to put up with wireless speeds, which are great in Australia, aren't they? We've got, it's called my bloody graphics card, 970. We've got my water cooling here, it's Corsair. Sadly, well, I'll explain more in a moment. I've got two 16 gigabyte, lots of RAM running at 3000, fuck, I've forgotten the bloody unit, whatever, 3000. And then I've got a, oh god, what is it exactly? It's Z370? I keep trying to say Z970 because that's what I used to have. Yeah, Z370 Aorus, I think is how you said. Beautiful. I've also got 4 more fucking USB ports, because I use all of my USB ports almost constantly, thanks to VR and all that sort of shit. And cameras and microphones, yeah, constantly used up. But I think that's nearly on all of it. Oh, yeah, CPU is an i7. Hang on, let me get you the exact specification. It's an 8870, I do believe. No, 8700 rather. I was thinking of my last one. 8700K. And, oh my god, she's good. Now, here's the fun part. Actually, I'll run, before I do the final fun part, I'll run through this first. So, this has got my old motherboard, old CPU. You can actually see we haven't put the cooler on yet. But the old CPU is an i7 4470. We've got a Z97 motherboard, As you can see, it's the Gaming 3. We have this old fucking graphics card I found, GT440. Normal coolers, 16 gigs of RAM, which is, 2.8 by HyperX. Runs okay, but not great. They're DDR3, not DDR4, like that one, which is the main reason for my upgrade. Two 1TB hard drives and a 120GB SSD. Power supply, lovely. Everything is nice and good. Cool. So now the fun part. Let's just bloody... Oh, yeah, right. It's not plugged in because I was working on it. I'm a fucking idiot. Try and make sure the bloody sun's not it. There we go. Ah, yes. Listen to that hoon just make this all that more better. Red and blue, baby. Oh god. So the thing I'm kind of sad about is I originally had 4x8 8GB of RAM, and it was all in here, and they were red, green, blue, and I think yellow. I don't know. I think it was yellow. And it looked awesome, but they got in two 16GB earlier, and frankly, it's better for the same price because then I don't have all four slots taken up. And man, are the cars coming past and noisy. But here we go. Here we are. So once we're done, the main computer will have 4 monitors, three 1080p, one 1080p, yeah, three 1080p, and then a 1680 by 150. Except, thanks to the shitty way NVIDIA works, if I show you this real quick, I have to change it up to being like a 2800, whatever. I basically have to double the resolution so that NVIDIA doesn't break. Oh no, Discord. So if you have a 4K screen and a 1080 screen and a 720 screen and a 480p screen, holy shit, where did you find that? It will record the 4K footage, which is presumably what you're recording on, in 480p. And it is just so frustrating. That's the problem I had with the RimWorld and Viking upcoming Let's Plays. The first episodes of those both have that issue, where I've had to stretch the video and it looks shitty and blurrier than usual because of it, because of that screen issue. But hey, I've now got this, and where's my other monitor? Oh, over there, by the bloody motorbike. Here we go. Lovely, that used to be my main monitor, but this is my new main one. And so it should not be an issue anymore. It'll be nice and lovely, and I think that's pretty much it. There we go. Beautiful running thing. No one ever has to ask me to do this again. And, yeah. Bye.